anticipation of this series. What have you, I guess, seen on these last few games tonight with Kevin and your assignment there, and just sort of how you've tried to make it as difficult as possible? Like, how have you felt that it's gone, in general, these games?
Listen, like, Kevin Durant's maybe the best scorer of our generation. Like, I think he averages 30 in the playoffs of his career. Like, he's going to score the ball a lot. Everybody knows that. I don't know why people act like this is a surprise. He is a tall task for anybody. Anybody can shut him down. But what you can do is just try to make him work. People call out, and maybe this guy should guard, maybe that guy. It doesn't matter. He's always going to have an advantage. He's always going to go at your team, and it takes a whole team to guard him. The thing is taking away, from everybody else. That's the thing. You guarding him, you focus on him. I haven't seen a player score 100 points. I didn't see Wilt do that. So, if you can guard everybody else and make them make plays, make them beat you, I think that's the key in that, because he's going to score. You just try to make it as tough as possible, make him take as many shots as possible to get to that number. But outside of that, just do what you can.
How is this series defensively for you guys turned since Game 3? Obviously, the first two games, you guys are pulled off the court so early. Game 3, obviously, here reset a tone. What changed maybe starting in that game for you guys going forward?
I think we kind of collaborated with the coaches and kind of figured out something that we both liked, that we thought we could, as far as game plan wise. I feel like Game 3 and 4, were pretty good. Game 3 went great. Game 5 played great for half. Obviously, switching game plans midway and doing some different things, but and giving up a ton of points. But I think throughout the series, each game has been a little different. I feel like we've gotten better every game.
And again, having not seen you, what have you enjoyed about this series in terms of, obviously there was the verbal altercation and the bodyguard thing. There was, some of the intensity type stuff. What have you drawn from that sort of back and forth and being able to be physical and having kind of all that?
It's the playoffs, man. Like, I don't know what people think. Like, we dream about this our whole lives. Like, I dream about being in playoffs, guarding the best player in the world. Like, that's like, this is what, like, I'll die out there. Like, I'm living my dream. I'm not backing down from nothing. I'm fighting for every inch. Like, I don't understand. Everybody's like, all this little stuff. Like, me and Kevin fight every year. Like, I've guarded him every year in the playoffs. Golden State, Oklahoma City, it doesn't matter. Every regular season, playoffs, I love guarding him. I enjoy it. He's the best scorer I've ever seen in my life. I told Rick Barnes on his visit when he was a junior in high school, he's going to be the best player I've ever seen in my life. He killed us. Like, I knew this. He's an 11th grader. Like, this is like, I don't understand people. Like, that's my brother. We compete. We fight every game. We're going to fight again, Game 7. That is a part of it. So it's all the other stuff is just stuff.
Eric, name?
PJ, speaking of that, I'm trying to think. Like, so against Durant, I'm not gonna call it like failure, but like he's gonna score, right? So how do you deal with that, right? Like it's that idea. Like
you just said it. He's gonna score. So you mean how you gonna deal with this? There's nothing you can do. You can fight him as much as you want. He's gonna hit some crazy shots. He's gonna score a lot of them. It's gonna happen so much. I gotta switch it up. I gotta give him different looks. I can't guard him the same every time. I pick him up full court sometimes. Sometimes I fight over. Sometimes I try to get under. Sometimes I try to do everything I can to try to give any type of advantage to make him not score, but he's gonna do it. So I don't get frustrated. It's going to happen. You got to go next play. What we can't do is get frustrated with him scoring. Now people start trying to help. And now everybody else starts scoring. And that's when it gets ugly. That's when Game 1 and Game 2 happens. So my job is to keep him in front, fight him as much as I can, and make sure that nobody else has to help so they can stay home on their man. That's my job.
So for you, like the most frustrating part of the series would have been like Game 5 when he has those 5 assists, right? Like in the third quarter.
Exactly.
And it's literally just because instead of letting it be your battle, it becomes like the team's battle, right?
Over helping, doing, really small things that people that don't know basketball would never understand, but very small, subtle things that cost big time in the end.
For you, offensively, how have you tried to be a threat throughout this series? I know you've had some corner threes, you've been on the glass. Just what are you trying to think of on that end?
Man, I exert so much energy guarding ahead of the rim. People will never understand how hard that is. And then you come out of play offense is good luck. I literally every single play you have to be on your game because he can score every single play. So that it's tough. So I do everything I can offensively. We have so many guys on our team that can score. Just trying to space the floor, knock a shot down when I get open chance. But when they put guards on me, I'm going to glass for sure. That's the way you make them pay. They try to hide people, on us in the corners. We got to take the glass to make them have to work, so they won't rest.
Appreciate you.
Steve McGargy.
Talked about all the different ways Kevin can score and how difficult he is to defend. I'm just wondering, how different is he as a player now in this Brooklyn version of him versus, or is there any difference? Doesn't look like you think there is any.
Good. Same Kevin Durant.
Just the same guy. And just one other thing. What was the? I mean, there were a couple times he was leading them on a comeback, got it down to 5. This time, every time he got down to 5, y'all answered. What was the difference tonight versus the other night that y'all were able to respond to those runs?
Offensively, even when they made their runs, we kept our composure. And that was the thing. Last game, I felt like we got so caught up in the, just trying to go back at them. Everybody's like, oh, my turn, my turn, my turn. This time, I think everybody, Drew had his chances. Giannis had his chances. Chris was amazing. Chris, when Chris gets it going, I mean, we all seen it. He makes it real easy on everybody because people have to help and they have to respect it. But I just like how we kept our composure tonight. We just played our game. We didn't get frazzled.
All right, one more to Lori Nickel.
You're known for your talking, not trash talking, but talking a lot. But what can you say to Durant? Nothing, right? You can't say, oh, got you on that turnover or anything. You just let it go, right?
I talk about that all the time. Like the one I thought he walked. I was like, did you walk? I was like, I got you to walk. He was like, nah, I stepped through. I said, yeah, but your left foot moved. Like, we're having real conversations. This is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, people see us fight. They don't know we like talk about like regular stuff too. He's like, stop fighting with Blake. You're going to get thrown out. Then we can't play. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm mad. Like, people still playing. It was like,
Okay. Thank you.